Let's talk about wireless segmentation with groups, profiles, and tags. For the wireless controllers that use the operating system Air OS, there is something that is known as access point groups. These are logical groupings within geographical areas such as buildings, floors, remote branch offices, and share common wireless LAN configurations. What you can configure in a group is CAPWA preferred mode, either IPv4 or IPv6, the NAS ID, which is used by the controller for radius authentication and accounting, wireless line assignments, the radio frequency profile assignments, for instance, radio resource management, which is a feature that will calculate the power, the transmission power of each access point within your network, the hotspot 2.0 settings, and the location settings, for instance, hyperlocation. Hyperlocation is a feature that when enabled, it can help locate devices within your wireless network if your access point has the angle of arrival feature. By default, each access point is assigned to the default group, which is known as the full group. The wireless LANs 1 to 16 map to the default group. You can create custom wireless LANs with an ID greater than 16 in order to assign them to custom groups. The assignment of custom groups to access point is done manually. For the most recent wireless LAN controller series that are the hardware Catalyst 9800, you will use tags. Tags are used to control the features that are available for each access point. These are assigned to each access point and contain the settings applied to the access points. There are three types of tags: policy tags, sign tags, and radio frequency tags. The policy tags will link your wireless LAN profile to your policy profile. The wireless LAN profile, also known as SSID, will have, for instance, your wireless LAN name, whether broadcast SSID, access control list, security settings. For instance, if you're going to authenticate using pre-shared key, AO2.1x, WebAuth, Wi-Fi multimedia settings, and so on. And the policy profile will include the VLAN ID, mobility anchors, quality of settings, timers, and so on. The site tag will map an access point join profile to a possible flex profile. So this flex profile will apply if this value, local site state, is set to disable. So in this tag you can establish whether your access point will be working in local mode or flex connect mode. So if it is going to work in flex connect mode, you can set the ARP caching, the VLAN to ICL mappings, the native VLAN ID, and so on. And the access point join profile, you can set up CAPWA timers, how to access your access point, the backup controller, country code, LED status, network time protocol, mesh profile, and so on. The radio frequency tag will let you establish how your access point will be working with each possible band. For instance, you can set up your transmit power control settings, or TPC, your dynamic channel assignment settings, or DCA, your radio resource management, or RRM, for each of the bands. There are default tags. So by default, access point will get assigned to default tags. Which these tags are the default policy tag, the default site tag, and the default radio frequency tag. All these defaults can be modified with the exception of the default policy tag, which automatically links any SSID with the wireless LAN IDs 1 to 16 to the default policy profile. That's it.